touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone.
Run on! Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
First and goal, here's Walker. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Tight end going in motion here.
What's up?
Shotgun snap to Smith. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Ready? What's up?
On 3rd and goal, Smith. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Jackson looking to throw right away. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds Aguilar. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Ravens with 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st of 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Reek Woolen. From the 35 on 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Rayshawn Jenkins makes the play.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go.
First down, Smith to throw. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
Here we go, son.
From the red zone now. Touchdown, Seattle! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for two. They give it to the back on the zone lead. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a two-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defense is stoppable.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Forward.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Hey, Ozzy, chill out.
First down, here's Lamar. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He throws a bullet to this. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks might be able to get some points late after the interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
13, 13.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 3. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Reek Woolen with the INT. Has a hole left, room to run. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. This is Henry on second. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Now Jackson on third down. He's on the move. He'll make the pitch. The ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses.
Hey, Big Daddy, where you going? Call me Flo Millie, I be flowing, yeah. Skinny, thick pockets on some ones. Woo! I be really rapping, I be damn. Michael Jackson, I'm the baddest, Around here, might go get it tatted, yeah. Say the magic, what? Pretty little thing, getting ratchet, yeah. Told me that I couldn't, oops, I did it again. I don't like you, I don't wanna pretend. If he ain't spending money, I just go with a friend. If you can give me dollars, give me pound, give me in. Purple, black, made back, yeah, that's me. That ain't free. Ain't dead to me, R.I.P. That yo, she ain't me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me? If I wanna test me, I ace it. I don't wait for nobody, but I'm impatient. Trip off who? I'm on vacation. I pop when I do it, I'm flagrant. Never is out. want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me? Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what these want from me?
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. Jaden Reed to return this. Returns looking good so far. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Ready. Set, go.
Play fake, it's Love. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Love out of the shotgun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline. Out of bounds, we've got third down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Snap, ready. Ready, ready.
Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. But that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're out and set, first and 10.
Ready, set on. Set up.
The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 3 now. From the 29. Aguilar with the grab. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying down the middle with Henry. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey.
Throwing from the gun. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Jackson looking to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Return it. Hey.
Now here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They'll run here with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hey, report! Report!
Blitz coming, Lamar. On the move, hit it right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
DC, ready?
So now,
DC,
here's
DC.
3rd and goal.
Middle. Get on! Ready? Ready, get on! Ready? Ready, shot!
They kick the running back in motion. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
DC, ready?
So now from a bit further back,
No,
here's
we can't.
3rd and goal.
Get on! Hey, middle! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up!
Running back sent in motion.
Sit up!
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
13.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Now it's Jackson. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Couldn't connect. connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Throwing, Love. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
Come on, set. Ready.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now for Love. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
Throwing his Love on third. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that'll bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense some better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the 39. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff now to the receiver. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Throwing on first down, Love. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Escapes the pocket. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Here we go, set.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. They stick with Jacobs. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Love. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
There's a give, left side. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Ready. Set.
Looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Nearly an interception on that play. So now they're left with 4th and goal. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Toward that left upright, and no good! It bounces off! And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it. It breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give right side to Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. From the 27. Finds Aguilar. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Nice shot. Go. You turned it. Sit hot.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Hey.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Nice shot. Alpha.
Lamar now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And that makes it 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Middle.
He's back to throw. He has the burst over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens losing by 7.
T, ready? Let's go.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Alpha, sit hot. 180. Nice shot. Sit hot.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Going with King Henry here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Setting up to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Here he is to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take possession up at their own 43-yard line. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Sit up. Sit up.
He'll look to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Quick.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
180.
From the gun, Jackson. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Report.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So now it all comes down to Justin Tucker. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end.